In the world of extreme wealth, nothing looks ordinary. Not the homes, not the routines, not the relationships. But one pattern stands out more than any other. Many U.S. billionaires have wives significantly younger than themselves. And while this has sparked endless debates online, the reasons behind it are far more complex than people assume. To understand this phenomenon, we must first step inside the billionaire lifestyle. This level of ambition leaves little room for traditional dating or early marriage. Many billionaires spend their 20s and 30s building wealth, not relationships. And it's at this point that they begin to think about settling down, starting families, or enjoying the rewards of their success. Meanwhile, their world is filled with luxurious events, exclusive networks, charity galas, yacht gatherings, and private business circles. It's not simply about beauty, it's about proximity. Billionaires and young women exist in the same high-luxury social environments. They meet through mutual friends, private events, or elite organizations. Why are younger women drawn to older, ultra-wealthy men? And why are billionaires attracted to much younger partners? Psychology offers surprisingly clear answers. Across cultures and history, financial stability has always ranked high in what women seek from long-term partners. It's an evolutionary instinct shaped by survival needs over thousands of years. And billionaires, by definition, offer the highest level of stability possible: financial, social, and emotional. Meanwhile, men biologically associate youth with fertility, vitality, and energy. There's also the prestige factor. Being with a man of influence provides status and opens doors to elite circles that would otherwise be almost impossible to enter. At the same time, many billionaires report that younger partners help them feel more grounded, energetic, and emotionally supported. This isn't just about age, it's about exchange. Each person brings something valuable: experience for youth, stability for beauty, wisdom for passion. The psychology behind these relationships is rooted in mutual benefit, not mystery. The billionaire world moves differently. In this rare environment, status isn't just wealth. It's influence, legacy, and reputation. And relationships become part of that status narrative. For many billionaires, having a younger wife symbolizes vitality, power, and success. In elite financial networks, perception matters immensely. People notice who you're married to, how you present your lifestyle, and how your personal life aligns with your public image. A younger partner often enhances the perception of a billionaire's continued relevance, energy, and dominance. But the pattern isn't only about ego. Billionaire culture is deeply interconnected with business. Spouses frequently play public roles, representing the family in charity events, brand launches, conferences, and philanthropic activities. In Silicon Valley, Wall Street, and Hollywood-linked industries, youth is often associated with innovation and forward thinking. On the other side, young women entering billionaire circles are often career-driven themselves. Many come from modeling, entertainment, fashion, entrepreneurship, or digital influence industries. Being in a relationship with a wealthy partner expands their career opportunities, networks, and public visibility. It becomes a mutually beneficial elevation of status. In billionaire society, relationships are not just personal, they are part of the brand. They shape public perception, business alliances, and philanthropic influence. One of the least discussed reasons billionaires often marry younger women is timing. Their life path simply doesn't align with traditional relationship milestones. Most people begin dating seriously in their 20s and start families in their late 20s or early 30s. But billionaires? Relationships take emotional energy and time. Two things billionaires don't have during their empire-building years. Many founders openly admit they sacrificed early romantic relationships because they were focused on survival and success. By the time they reach financial security, they're often 45, 50, or older. That's the age they finally feel ready to commit, slow down, or start a family. Meanwhile, younger women in their 20s or early 30s are in their prime for relationships and family planning. This creates a natural alignment. Billionaire men ready to settle down later in life. Younger women interested in commitment, lifestyle, and stability. This dynamic has existed for centuries among powerful men: kings, emperors, business moguls, and political leaders. The modern billionaire simply reflects an old pattern shaped by career timing. There's also the lifestyle factor. Older, successful men can offer travel, mentorship, luxury, and experiences that younger women find exciting and inspiring. The age gap, in many cases, is simply the result of mismatched timelines converging at the right moment. When power, stability, and readiness meet youth, energy, and opportunity, a relationship naturally forms. Modern media glorifies youth, beauty, and glamour, and billionaires are not immune to these cultural forces. Hollywood, fashion, and social media constantly promote the idea that youth equals desirability. And when someone has unlimited resources, it becomes easier to align their personal life with these standards. For decades, society has celebrated powerful men with younger women. Movies portray CEOs with glamorous young partners. Magazines praise celebrity couples with striking age differences. Social platforms amplify the lifestyle of influencers who thrive on perfect aesthetics, luxury travel, and high-end fashion. Billionaires live in this ecosystem. Their networks are filled with models, influencers, actresses, and public figures who embody mainstream beauty ideals. Naturally, connections form in these circles. But beauty standards aren't the only influence. Younger wives often understand digital culture better. From content creation to branding and social media strategy, many billionaires rely on them to stay connected to trends, audiences, and modern communication styles. It becomes a partnership where one brings stability and resources, and the other brings youth-driven insight and cultural relevance. At the same time, young women raised in a social media world often view relationships through a lens shaped by lifestyle aspiration. The idea of traveling the world, living in a luxury home, and building a brand with a supportive, powerful partner is appealing. Beauty standards create opportunities for connection, visibility, and compatibility. And in elite circles, appearance becomes a form of currency, just as wealth and influence are. The media doesn't just reflect this pattern, it reinforces it, making relationships between older, wealthy men and younger women seem normal, desirable, and socially validated. Over time, that perception becomes reality. Legacy plays a huge role in why billionaires choose younger wives. When you've spent decades building a business empire, the next step is creating a family legacy that can inherit and manage that empire. Many billionaires want children later in life, when their businesses are stable, their investments secure, and their personal lives calmer. Younger wives, biologically, offer a higher probability of starting families without medical complications. This isn't just about fertility, it's about continuity. Billionaires think in terms of generations. They build trusts, foundations, inheritance plans, and long-term wealth strategies. A younger partner often means more years to raise children, guide family culture, and participate in legacy planning. There's also an emotional layer. Older men often describe younger wives as bringing new purpose. After achieving everything professionally, family becomes the next meaningful chapter. Younger partners create the possibility of building a fresh life stage that balances ambition with emotional fulfillment. Many go on to become philanthropists, authors, designers, influencers, and business founders. Legacy marriages are not a modern invention. Historically, wealthy men across societies, from monarchs to merchants, chose younger partners to ensure lineage strength. Today's billionaires follow a similar pattern, though modern women often gain more independence, voice, and influence in the relationship. Legacy isn't only about money, it's about meaning. And age-gap marriages often form around the shared goal of building something that lasts beyond a single lifetime. The truth behind the pattern, more than just stereotypes. By the end of this journey, it becomes clear that the question, why are U.S. billionaires' wives so young, has no single answer. It is a combination of lifestyle timing, psychological attraction, cultural influence, and mutual benefit. In many cases, the relationships are genuine, stable, and emotionally fulfilling. Younger wives often play significant roles as advisors, brand builders, influencers, and partners in philanthropy or business strategy. Yes, some relationships are transactional, but many are built on shared values, ambition, admiration, and a desire to build a meaningful future together. The truth is that age-gap marriages are not exclusive to billionaires. They are simply more visible because billionaires live in the public eye. These relationships reflect deeper human desires: security, attraction, purpose, and companionship. In the end, every relationship is unique. But in the world of extraordinary wealth, patterns become magnified. And when ambition meets opportunity, when success meets youth, and when legacy meets timing, these partnerships make perfect sense. The real story isn't about age, it's about alignment. The alignment of lifestyle, goals, energy, and timing. And that's why U.S. billionaire marriages look the way they do.